Hey yogis, it's Sina here, the Yoga Apothecary. In today's flow, we continue the A to Z of Wellbeing series. O stands for organize. So grab a towel and some water and I'll meet you on the mat. We live in a culture obsessed with personal productivity. We devour books on getting things done and dream of 4-hour work weeks. We worship at the altar of hustle. If you could just organize your schedule better, you could reach productivity nirvana. There are only 24 hours in the day, and we all get the same amount. So aim to prioritize the people and projects that matter most. The goal isn't to be constantly busy. No, it's to have a sense of accomplishment for a job well done. To live out our life's purpose by achieving the things that are important. Instead of time management, think of attention management. This is the art of focusing on getting the right things done for the right reasons, in the right places, and at the right moments. What are 2, maybe 3 priorities you can set each day? Set your intention at the beginning of the day to focus your attention on those priorities. But we also need to set aside time for stillness. In our constantly connected, multitasking, media-saturated society, we don't spend enough time in solitude, taking breaks and being still. These moments of quiet, being silent without distraction, thinking deeply, contemplating, sorting things out in our minds, helps us to step back from all the things ricocheting around in our heads. It allows us to reset and figure out what's most important. When we make time for stillness, we make better decisions. I believe we create space for more stillness in our lives through our practice of yoga. As we focus our attention on the movements of our body and culminating in Shavasana, we slowly surrender, let go of our cares and worries, and reset our thoughts. And with that, we'll get started in Child's Pose. As we begin in Child's Pose, knees come wide, toes touch. Arms come long on the mat in front of you, coming as low as you would like to go. Coming into the sacred space this time for you in your practice. Sink the hips back to the heels. Reach those arms forward. You're also welcome to tent up on the fingertips if that feels good in your practice. Start to take a body scan, take inventory on the mat. Notice any tension or tightness, as you will feel far differently at the end of this practice. And notice the subtle ways your body's moving with your breath. As you inhale and exhale, turn your attention to the fingertips and take the mind up through the body, noticing the parts of your body touching the mat. As we begin to lengthen our breath, inhale through the nose, fill up, spread the ribs wide, and send the breath through your root chakra, through the Mula Bandha. And when you're ready, maybe you push it out or sigh it out. Another just like that. Inhale through the nose, fill up, spread the ribs wide, send the breath as if down through to your toes, and then open your mouth when you're ready and release it. As we begin our Ujjayi Breath, our victorious breath, you'll inhale through the nose, seal your lips, and exhale through the nose, creating a seashell-y, swirly sound, or like you're impersonating Darth Vader, or fogging up a mirror. Take it twice on your own. Know that a Balasana, Child's Pose, will always be available to you at any time in this practice as I guide you from the side. Take what you need, leave what you don't. As you inhale, we'll slowly press slightly up. You may wish to narrow the stance of your knees, shift your weight as we take a Child's Pose forearm stretch. First, staying on the right forearm, taking the left palm to the top right corner of the mat, stacking hips above the knees, and imagine dragging this left palm towards the knee. Feeling that stretch, hovering your head above the forearm. We switch for the other side. When you're ready, exhale. Extend the right palm to the left corner of the mat. Imagine dragging now the palm to the right knee. Feel the stretch on the right side body. Stacking hips on the knees. Draw the right forearm down. Walk the hands forward. Come down onto the belly as we move into a scorpion stretch. Create a cactus arm on the right side. Left arm is going to reach flat, extending out, palms face down. Our goal from here is on our exhale to extend the right leg up and over the left, taking a stretch. The toe does not need to touch the earth. It can hover above the mat. So take an inhale here. Press the palm and the right forearm into the mat, bringing this right leg up. Maybe it touches, as I said, maybe it doesn't. Feeling the stretch through the shoulders, the torso, maybe a little Achilles. Your head can slightly hover. Exhale, come through center. We'll take it on the other side, creating that cactus arm. Now my right palm is extended long. Hopefully this doesn't make too much noise from my microphone. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, starting to twist, scorpion stretch now on the other side. Again, maybe the tip of the toes touch. Maybe it hovers. Each side of the body can be very different, as you know. When you're ready, slowly release to center. Press the palms to tabletop pose and pause there. We'll meet. Bringing the knees towards under the hips. Wrists are coming under the shoulders. Neutral spine, flat back. Crown is long. We'll move to thread the needle, starting with drawing the right arm back. Leave the left palm planted. Draw the elbow on the right side back. As you exhale, hover it under the left forearm, but don't touch the mat. Inhale, draw it back. This time, gaze at the right fingertips. And exhale, come to thread the needle. Coming down, walking the left hand forward, leaving the hips stacked above the knees. You're welcome to leave the left palm forward on the mat or create a half bind by bringing the palm around, wrapping it or tucking it into the right thigh. Breathe. Slowly slide the palm, if you left it rooted, back to the chest. Draw the right elbow back, fully extend. Exhale, we come back to tabletop pose. Pause here for the other side. Leave the right palm rooted. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Maybe your gaze follows. As you exhale, we'll hover it under, don't touch. We inhale, draw it back. Now we look at the fingertips. And exhale, we come to thread the needle. Right hand is going to walk forward and stay exactly here. Or maybe you move to that half bind, tucking the right fingertips inside that left thigh, that little crease area. Breathe. When you're ready, return the right palm forward, slide it back. Press your way up, gaze at the straight arm, and exhale, come back to tabletop pose. You might need to adjust your position. Neutral spine, flat back, crown is long. And then from here, we'll come to our first downward dog of the practice. So start to tuck your toes, lift your hips high as we meet for downward dog. Start out to pedal your dog, lifting one foot and then the other. You're welcome to keep a more narrow stance of your down dog. Heart space is coming closer to the thighs. Palms are rooted to the earth. Spread those fingers wide. Press through the thumb and first finger. Ears line up with the biceps. Start to come to a still down dog. You might want to subtly widen your down dog stance. Imagine, again, not just the hands, but the heels are dragging the mat behind you. And now, imagine you're widening your feet to the edges of the mat, even though the mat doesn't move. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Pause here in bear pose. Offer your heart space closer to your thighs. Press up on the balls of the toes. Push the mat away. From here, we'll inhale forward to a plank. Holding here, this can be done on your knees or toes. Crown is reaching in opposite direction from your heels. Knit the low ribs together. As you exhale, down dog. We're going to take that again. This time we're going to do some shoulder taps, which can also be done with the knees down. So you're welcome to do that. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, ripple forward to plank. Come down to the knees or widen your plank stance, and we're going to take 10 shoulder taps. Left arm stays planted, we tap. Opposite, 8, 7, leave the hips, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the hands. Narrow the stance. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. So our goal with shoulder taps is to try not to start shifting your hips, but leaving them isolated and square to the top of the mat. Take a falling out breath here. Exhale, let it out. From here, we're going to move into 3 to 5 down dog plank movements. So there's no holding. You simply move from down dog to plank and back to down dog. 3 to 5. So take an inhale, exhale, plank, inhale, exhale, inhale. This is 3. This is 4 and 5. Awesome job. Take an inhale here. Lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. As we meet in a ragdoll forward fold, relaxing the head and shoulders, saying yes to this practice. Maybe you graze your fingertips on the earth, as we often do with our ragdoll forward fold. You can simply rest the hands on the feet, soft bend the knees. You can hug your front body, either with the arms forward or behind your knees. I like the way this feels. It also gives me an opportunity to shift my weight, helping to loosen up the hamstrings. We'll be here for a few cycles of breath. Maybe you wish to interlace the hands behind the back and reach the arms above the head. Yogi's choice. Slowly begin to bring the big toes to touch. Leave a sliver of light between your heels. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the shin, shoulders at the height of the hips. Gaze over the nose, neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, dig through the heels. Root to rise. Upward salute. Squeeze our glutes and thighs. Knit the low ribs together. Pull the navel to the spine. Palms are first facing one another. Shoulder blades pull down. Exhale, Namaste. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment to set your intention for this practice. Organizing the mind. Flowing through the movement. Take a moment, breathe here. As you exhale, we'll twist to the right, leaving the palms touching. Twisting to your right side, leaving the hips, feet, square to the top of your mat. Inhale, center. Exhale, we twist. Over to the left. Same movement, twisting through the torso, crown is long. Inhale, center, and exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, bend the knees, step back to plank. As we come to cobra, we come down, knees, toes, thighs, chest. Palms will be outside the ribs, or you're welcome to tent them at the top corners of your mat if that feels better in your practice. You'll take an inhale, and as we exhale, you'll peel your heart space up, roll your shoulder blades back, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Let's take it together. Inhale. exhale, cobra. Press the feet, squeeze the glutes, shoulder blades peeling and pulling back. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. In our practice today, we'll be taking probably less vinyasas and playing more with locust, some back strengthening in its place. But please know you're always welcome to take cobra, locust with me, or a chaturanga on knees or toes, your choice. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Dig through those heels. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, samasthiti. Inhale here. We exhale, twist. We inhale, center. We exhale, twist. We inhale, center. And exhale, fold. Hinge at the hips. Heart space comes forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, bend the knees. We step back to plank, and we exhale, lower down to the mat. We'll take a cactus variation of locust pose, similar to where we were with scorpion. You'll cactus your arms to your side. Take an inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, peel your heart space, roll the shoulder blades back, elbows at the height of the shoulders, floating fingers and toes, think length over lift. Try not to crane the neck, gaze over the nose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, maybe through an upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll take a falling out breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, knee to nose. Knee comes towards the nose. Press the mat away. Shoulders above the wrists. Tucking it up. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Take a moment to lower the right knee and toes. Start to bring the hands to the hips or to the thigh. Start to draw the right hip back, tuck the left knee forward, pull the right heel to the back of the mat. When you're ready, Anjaneyasana. Hands reaching high, palms facing one another, shoulder blades pull down, knit the low ribs together, breath in. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Breathe in. As you exhale, you'll twist, open only to the right side. Again, through the torso. Inhale, center, pause. As you exhale, we'll come to a low prayer twist. Bringing the hands to heart center, but over, shifting again, twisting so that the left elbows on the right knee or thigh. Try not to collapse entirely on the thigh. Breathe here, lengthen through the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, plant the palms to the earth. Pause here, and then sink back, starting to widen your stance to a half split. Right toes come towards the nose. Dig and drag the right heel to the back of the mat. We try and take the arch from the back, lining the second toe to the nose. You'll inhale, shift forward. Lift the left knee and toes and shift your weight coming to a wide-legged forward fold to the left side of the mat. Pause here. Take a few moments for a stretch. You're welcome to take a twist. Plant the left palm. Reach the right hand high. Try and keep the hips even through the twist. So try not to sink one of your hips lower than the other. Switch sides, plant the right palm, draw the left up. Your gaze can look to the floor or to the clouds. Trying to leave those hips even. Exhale, release. Start to draw the heels in, toes start to widen. Take a moment, tent up on the fingertips, breathe. And as you exhale, you'll rise to a goddess lunge. Heels start to come in further. knees widen further. Pause here with hands at heart center. From here, we're going to make a hammock with the fingers behind the head. We're going to take some side crunches. So breathe at center. Exhale, crunch right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Pause here. Inhale, we release to star pose. Feet parallel, facing still to the left. Fingers spread wide. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. We try and take the arch from the back. As we exhale, we'll come to a side angle pose. So the right hand is going to come inside or outside the earth, shin, or thigh onto the right leg. Whichever you choose, make it resist the arm to the leg and the leg to the arm. For full extended side angle, it reaches for the top of the mat, breath in, stacking shoulders. As you exhale, we come down to the mat and pause, taking a twist. Right hand reaches high, left palm stays rooted, dig through the big toe right mound of this foot, and try to equally distribute your weight. Start to walk the left fingertips slightly forward. We come to a tripod side plank, lifting and replacing this right foot perpendicular to the left leg on the pinky edge of your left foot. Reach your right hand high, and you're welcome to hold here. And you can come down to your hip if you need to rest, or we'll take some hip dips. So we hover, exhale. Hover, take a breath. Exhale, one more. Hover, take a breath. Reach it up. Step this right, or put the right palm down. Come back to plank. Pause here. Widen your plank stance. We'll do 6 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Narrow the stance. Lower. We come down for another variation of Locust Pose. Palms will face down. Take a breath in. Exhale, peel the heart space up, roll the shoulder blades back, float fingers and toes. Try not to crane the neck. Maybe you want to hover your hands out to your sides. Take another breath here. Exhale, release the palms, pause. You're welcome to press back to a child's pose. We'll meet in down dog for the other side. Take a falling out breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the shoulders. Wrists come under the shoulders. Inhale it up. And exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee and toes. Take a moment, bring the hands to the thigh and pause. Dig the left heel to the back of the mat. Tuck the right knee forward. So left hip draws back, right hip draws forward. When you're ready, Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, Samastitihi, pause. Breath in. We exhale, twist only to the left. We inhale, center, pause. We exhale into a low prayer. Again, hands stay at heart center, twisting the torso, opening up, trying not to collapse entirely on the thigh. We inhale, pause through center. We exhale, shift the weight back for a half split. Left toes come towards the nose. Dig and drag the left heel to the back of the mat. We try and take the arch from the back. Pause here. We inhale, shift forward. We take a twist. Lifting the right knee and toes. Notice the weight distribution in the body. Digging through that big toe mound of the left foot. And then from here, bring the left palm down, shift the weight. We come to that wide-legged forward fold. Pause here.
Taking any variation you would like. Again, twists. Arms can be forward. They can be on the feet. They can reach behind you. Playing with any movement for about 2 cycles of breath that you would like. And then start to push the mat away. Maybe you tend up on the fingertips. Start to draw the heels in. Toes start to widen. Inhale. Exhale. We rise to Goddess Pose. Taking a moment here to draw the heels in further. Toes widen further. Hands are at heart center for a moment. Then we create space behind the neck. Take a breath here. Exhale, crunch to the right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Release the palms. We inhale, star pose. We exhale into extended side angle. Again, opportunity for inside or outside now on the left side. Right arm can be high or to the front of your mat. Whichever you choose on the side of the leg, make it resist. Again, pause here. As you exhale, windmill the arms down, we'll take the twist. Notice the distribution of the body. We walk the right fingertips slightly forward. Come on the pinky edge of the right foot, and the left goes perpendicular out to the side. We've been here before. Pause here. Stacking the wrists under the shoulder. Taking a rest when you need to, or coming down. Breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. Coming back to plank, meeting there, widen the stance. We got 6 taps, knees or toes. 1, 3, 5. Come back, lower down. Take another variation of Locust Pose. This time maybe the arms are going to come forward. Reaching forward like Superman arms. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, Superman, float it forward. Reach, 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 reach. When you're ready, lower down. Windshield wiper the feet. And then press our way to Child's Pose. So we can grab some water and towel off. And then I will meet you back on the mat for another flow. See you in a minute. As we come to our downward dog, inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, spin your back heel, windmill the arms up to a warrior 2 pose. Stacking the right knee over the right ankle. Root through the pinky edge of this left foot. Imagine the heels were touching. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. Spread the fingers wide and stack the skull, shoulders, core, and hips. One line of energy. Gaze over the right fingertips. Breath in. As you exhale, we come to triangle pose. Start to sink this left hip. Arms are teed. Softly begin to straighten the right leg long. You're welcome to keep a soft bend in the knee as we stack the shoulders. Reaching the torso through this left side body, leaving the feet rooted. Hold here for a cycle of breath. And then, as we exhale, shift the weight forward. Arms start to reach forward. Spin your back heel. We'll meet in a crescent lunge at the top of the mat. Breath in. As you exhale, we'll come to an exalted crescent. So right arm reaches up, left arm reaches back. Again, squaring hips and shoulders to the front of the room. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come through heart center as we come to our prayer crescent. We've been here before, but now we are high instead of a low lunge. Try not to collapse the chest onto the thigh. Pressing the palms together, lengthening through the crown. Extended leg long. From here, you're going to soft bend the left knee, and we're going to end up, you may need to narrow your stance, into a prayer chair. So feet meet one another, sinking the hips back, sinking the weight back to the heels, hands have been left in a prayer chair. Breathe, pulling everything towards center. Inhale here. Release the arms forward. Start to widen your feet. Sink down. We meet on our bottoms. We'll hold here as we're going to take something called a tuck crunch. You may want to slide a little bit back on your mat. We're also going to do a movement called an extended bridge and some flutter kicks, also to fire up our core. So, tuck crunches, we're going to do 10. Extended bridges, we're going to hold for about 10 to 20 seconds. And then we'll take flutter kicks, 20 total, and I'll count that out for us. This may be something that you'll want to hit pause and maybe see what it looks like first, and then come back and join me with it. And if you want to do less, you're welcome to do less of them. And if something doesn't feel good, you'll skip it. Okay, so tuck crunch. We're going to do 10 of these. You'll come to your back. It's essentially a hollow body hold, and then you bring the knees to the chest. So again, you may want to watch and come back to this, and I'm going to do 10. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heard my back cracking. Maybe you did too. Rock from side to side. And then extend the legs so we can do the extended bridge. So your legs are going to be in a staff pose. I have to slide back because I'm off my mat. I'll meet you there. Feet are flexed. Dig the heels into the mat. Elbows are also going to be pushing into the mat. Your goal is to take an inhale and exhale, and you're going to hover, squeezing glutes and thighs, pressing the elbows into the mat, digging the heels into the mat, and hovering off the mat. So take an inhale to prepare. Here we go. Push, 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 dig, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can always drop and come back into it. Whew. Let it go. Release there. You might want to flutter your legs for a little bit. And then we're going to take the flutter kicks. And here, you're welcome to leave the palms rooted, hovering, peeling the shoulders and head off the mat. If you need support, this is an option where you can place your hands really in the glutes so that you can push through the shoulder blades, push the elbows. So on this time, I'm going to show you, I'm going to leave my hands here, but the second time we do this, I'm going to have my hands in the other variation, but it's totally up to you which you choose. We're going to do 20 of them. Ready? You can point or flex the feet. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. I probably did more than 20. Don't be mad at me. Rock, rock, rock. Cross the ankles. Rock your way over to tabletop pose. Pause here, then come to down dog. We're going to meet for the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Spin the heel. We come to our warrior two pose. Left knee over left ankle. Root through the pink edge of the right foot. Imagine the heels could touch. Squeeze the glutes and thighs. We want our hips fairly even. Reaching for good warrior two arms. Hold here. And then as you exhale, we sink this hip slightly back. Slowly begin to straighten this front leg. Leave a soft bend in the knee. As we exhale, triangle pose. Reaching high. Maybe the gaze comes to the floor. Arms come forward. We exhale, shifting our weight into crescent. Pause here. Exalted crescent. Left arm's reaching high, right hand to my low back. Then bring the hands to heart center, breath in as we come to our prayer crescent. Trying not to collapse onto the thigh, hands press into one another, lengthen through the spine, breathe. Soft bend the right knee when you're ready. We meet in prayer chair, lining up the feet, sinking the weight into the heels, pulling everything towards center. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Start to widen your heels so you could squat down to the bottom. We're going to do those tuck crunches again, the extended bridge and the flutter kicks. Coming down to our back. Take as many as you did. I'm going to do 10 again. If you need to take less or skip it, that is up to you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming down, positioning for extended bridge. Again, think staff pose with the feet. Heels dig into the ground, elbows by the sides. Take a breath, let it out. One more inhale, and hover. Let it down. Flutter the legs. As we move to the flutter kicks, you're welcome to skip it, take less, or match me. This time I'm not going to have my hands underneath. Palms come long. Flutter them out. Whew. It's a little harder. Five. Draw the knees in. Great job, yogis. Roll your way up. Come to a seat. Pause here. Might be a good time to towel off and grab some water again, as I know this is firing up the core on this flow, and we'll meet back in just a moment. See you in a minute. As we come back to the mat, we're going to meet in our downward dog. We're going to put these two short flows together, and at the end, we're not going to do more of the flutter kicks, bridge, or tuck crunch, but we are going to do a round of high boat to low boat on Shavasana. So you're welcome to join me there for that, or skip it and meet me in downward dog. So take a falling out breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, give it a tap. Inhale it up. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hand. Lower the left knee and toes. We come to center. Hands at heart center, we take one twist. Hold here. Come back to center. Take the prayer, low prayer twist. Hold here. Breath in. Come back to center. Sink back for a half split. Pause here, inhale. Inhale, shift forward, plant the palms, lift the left knee and toes, come into a wide-legged forward fold, pause here. Draw the heels in, tent the fingertips, use the mat, push away, come into goddess pose. We'll pause here. without doing the crunches this time. Inhale, shoot it up, star. We exhale, bend the knee. Come into our side angle pose. Pause here. Breath in. Breath out. Then from here, we come into the twist. Plant the left palm, we take a twist. Walk the palm forward. Tripod side plank. 3 hip dips. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last time. Plant the right palm. Step back to plank pose. Hold here in plank. Breath in. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot through. Spin the heel. We come into our warrior 2 pose. We exhale to triangle pose. Hold here, inhale. Arms come forward. Spin the heel, crescent. Inhale, exhale, exalted crescent. Inhale, exhale, prayer crescent. Inhale, prayer chair. Breath in, reach forward, widen the knees, sink down. Come to your bottom. We'll pause here, capture the breath, breathe. We'll do a round of high boat, low boat. So here, you can bend the knees. Take as many as you wish. Here in my back, pop. 6. One more. Yes, cross the ankles. Come through. Maybe you pause at tabletop, child's pose. Take your breath. You got one more side to go. You got this, yogis. Breathe. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it up. Exhale, step the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee and toes. Meet at center, pause. Exhale, prayer twist. Inhale, center, pause. We exhale to the low prayer. Pause here. Exhale, plant the palms. Slide back for 1/2 split. Inhale, forward, lift the knee. Wide-legged forward fold, pause. Draw the heels in, tent the fingertips. Inhale, we come to goddess. We're not doing those crunches again. We pause here. Inhale, shoot it up for star pose. Take a moment to find center. Exhale, extended side angle. Hold here. Inhale. We exhale, windmill down, taking the twist. Walking the right hand forward. We come to the tripod side plank. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1 more down. Here we go. Come back to plank. Hold here. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step it to the hands. Spin the heel. We meet back in warrior 2 pose. We exhale, triangle pose. Hold here, inhale. As you exhale, arms come forward. Spin the back heel. You might need to reposition. We inhale, crescent. Exalted crescent. We pause, hands at heart center, and make our way to prayer crescent. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale, we meet in prayer chair for a moment, sinking the weight to the heels. Reach the arms forward, Squat it down. One last round of high boat, low boat, and then we'll cool it down. Take as many as you did, take less or skip it. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees to the chest, roll it back. Good job, yogis. Plant the feet, hips distance apart. Maybe you pause. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet touch. Let the knees fall out wide. One hand to the heart, one to the belly, pause. Coming back to the breath. Back to the Ujjayi breath. We'll take an opportunity for a supine twist before we close out the practice. When you're ready, take the hands to the knees, close the legs like a book, re-widen the feet ever so slightly, lift the hips up, shift them to the left, return them to the mat, tee the arms, inhale, draw the knees to the chest, exhale, supine twist. You're welcome to straighten your top leg if you prefer an IT band stretch, or stay where you are. That was a lot of core work today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And these are things that you can, well, inhale to center. Repeat again on your own. Lift the hips up. Shift them over now to the right side. Breath in. And we take the twist. Gaze over to the right. Move to an IT band stretch. Should you have taken that on the other side? Breathe. We inhale, make our way to center. Draw the knees to the chest. Use every muscle just one last time. The tips of the fingers reaching the soles of the feet. Nose comes towards my knees for 3, 2, and 1. Surrender to the mat as we come into our Shavasana, for you have worked so hard.
Splay out the heels and toes. Release the shins, your knees, the thighs. Root the hip points to the mat. Release the core and chest. Shoulders, roll them to the mat, to the back. Release the forearms. Palms are open to receive. And release the face. Your chin, cheeks, eyes, brow, and the sweet top of your head. Notice the support that is under you, around you, and within you. Shavasana. Slowly coming back to your mat, back to your body. Just notice what it feels like to be in your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe you touch each finger to your thumb. And slowly begin to draw your toes to touch and reach the arms above your head to take a good morning wake-up stretch. Inhale through your nose. Send the breath as if to your toes. And as you exhale, slowly begin to bring your knees towards your chest and softly rock from side to side. And then make your way over to your right side, using your right arm as a pillow, and pause here on the mat. Pause to thank yourself for coming to the mat, to thank your body for what it just did for you during your practice. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves. Make time for what truly matters. When you're ready, slowly press your way up to an easy seat. Joining me at the top of your mat, we'll bring our hands to heart center to take one last falling out breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale the thumb to third eye center, center of intuition. As you exhale, bow forward. The light in me honors the light in the yogis have joined for this practice, for I'm so forever grateful. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the Yoga Apothecary YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. And to learn more about how to live a happier, more vibrant life, sign up for our bi-monthly newsletter, The Wellbeing Elixir. And stay tuned for next week when we cover the letter P in the Wellbeing series A to Z. Namaste.